So I'm here today at the ocean because sometimes I just need a little extra depth and grounding and to feel the power of something so deep and so fluid and so luscious. I know what it's like to feel hollow and to feel empty and to feel like my life has been built on achievements and that I'm only lovable for how much I produce and for how much I do for others. And that's just simply not the truth. The truth is that we are all inherently lovable for our depth, for our beauty, for our fullness, for our life force, and that is the gift of the feminine. But unfortunately, sometimes we get that backwards and we get so addicted to our achievements, and it can create a sense of deep hollowness and a deep emptiness. So one of the ways to have juicy, soulful, beautiful, and deep love and sexual connection with yourself and with your partner is to connect with your cervix. So if you think about the cervix as like the Holy Grail, it's the gateway of life. It's the portal for new life to occur. And the cervix itself is at the bottom of your uterus. So if you think of like a pear, it's like this shape, and the cervix is kind of like this bottom part that opens and closes to varying degrees during our cycle. And did you know that there's actually different nerves associated and attached to the cervix than there is to the clitoris? So having an orgasm at your cervix or having a deep, deep connection to your cervix is going to create a different alchemy for you. It's going to create a different experience, one that's almost indescribable because of its beauty and its depth. There's a sense of connection to past lifetimes, a sense of connection to all of life, a sense of connection to the earth and the ultimate like mother, which is Mother Earth. So the ocean reminds me of that power and that depth, and the oceanic waves of pleasure that are possible at your cervix are just something that I want to share with everyone. So if the cervix is the Holy Grail, just like in Indiana Jones, there's a lot of lessons to go through or hoops to go through, but you don't have to do that. You just have to know the keys in which to open her up and to connect with her more deeply. So today I'm going to share with you three main keys. One is visualization, one is breath, and one is sounding. And you can combine all three together. So when you visualize the cervix, you can imagine a rose, like I love magenta, any color rose, but maybe red or pink. And imagine there's a rose at your cervix, and then it's continuing to open, to blossom open with every breath. When you think about your breath, you can breathe in a way that you're exhaling and inhaling through the mouth, and that's going to create a more relaxed pelvic floor, a more relaxed and soft area around the womb and around the lower belly. And the more relaxed that you are, the more likely that the cervix is going to open and respond with you. So when we do this breathing technique, we'll breathe in the mouth and out the mouth. And then the last tool or key for opening the cervix is sounding. And so allowing our bodies to make sound helps us tap into that primal current of energy beyond cognition, really. My experiences with the cervix have been beyond linear thinking, beyond rational thought, and that's exactly what I love to get out of, because I spend a lot of my time in my head or worried about the future or running a business, and it's so delightful to just freaking let all that crap go and be connected to this timeless part of myself, this primal, delicious, wild, powerful, feminine part of myself. So when you do sounding, it doesn't have to sound orgasmic. It can sound like, and that's fine. But it could sound like bound chicken wow wow. It could sound like deep moans of sadness. It could sound like whatever. The most important thing is just give voice to whatever wants to be expressed through this part of your body. I'm here to tell you that the benefits of connecting with your cervix run very deeply. I've had profound healing experiences where I'm weeping for past trauma, and I feel like something deep within me has been released and restored and renewed. I've also had just exquisitely sexy and powerful and soulful experiences of bliss, like what happened today in my car. I was listening to this pulsing or electronic music. His name is Jan Blomqvist, and he has beautiful, deep electronic music with some vocals on top that I just love. And I could feel my cervix kind of tingling. I had my seat warmer on, it was cold this morning, and I started feeling her vibration deep within me. And so I went with it. I started sighing, I started using my sound, breathing in and out of my mouth, and I had a cervical orgasm. I had that experience of opening to waves and waves. And waves of pleasure that were not even really localized. I could feel that wetness and tingling in my cervix deep within my vagina, but it was more like my whole body was opening like that flower, like that rose. So let's do this short practice right now for connecting to the cervix for more oceanic bliss. You'll visualize your cervix and visualize a magenta rose at the bottom of your cervix, or at the opening of the cervix. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale out the mouth and imagine that that rose is blossoming open. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale out the mouth, seeing that beautiful rose blossom open. And now we're going to add some sound. So inhaling through the mouth. Exhaling, sighing. Still seeing the rose blossom open. Inhale through the mouth. Inhaling through the mouth. I feel like it could go on forever and ever. So take a few more rounds on your own where you inhale through the mouth and exhale out the mouth, making any sound that you desire, visualizing that beautiful magenta rose opening at your cervix, feeling her come alive, the holy grail to your own personal treasure chest of beauty and wealth and radiance and sexual energy and anything that you want to create, anything that you want to connect to in this or other lifetimes. And then throughout your day, connect deeply to your cervix. Maybe you hear a beat or some primal music and you feel her wake up. Maybe you take some sighs out the mouth when you have a moment to yourself or in your car. Staying deeply connected to your cervix will also help you stay grounded and rooted and a little more in touch with your deep, wild, and powerful feminine nature. So on the pleasure path, there are tools for more radiant sexuality, more effortless joy, and more deep and connected romance. And if you'd like to sign up for my newsletter, go to thepleasurepath.today and you'll receive 30 days of pleasure-filled activities. If you'd like to connect with me one-on-one for accessing your cervix, for deeper orgasms, for more ecstatic bliss, or for deeper and more soulful love, then I'd love to have a discovery session with you where we spend 30 minutes on the phone exploring what pleasure means for you and how to take it even deeper in your life so that you can use your creative gifts and be the woman you've always dreamed of. Have a beautiful and ecstatic rest of your day.